$35,000 a ticket. Here to react, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Why weren't you there?
I wasn't invited. I don't know.
$35,000. Who pays for that? Out of her pocket?
I'm not quite sure, as a member of Congress, how you legally can go there. You can't accept a ticket, so I'm not sure how that works.
So could she use her campaign funds to pay for that ticket?
If it was a fundraiser, but it wasn't a fundraiser, you'd have to use personal money.
It has to be a fundraiser for her, because it is a fundraiser for the Met.
But not for her, yeah.
Right.
But so, I don't know, ethics can look at it, but what it really tells us, she's the leader of the Democratic Party. And think about it, she doesn't call herself a Democrat, she calls herself a socialist Democrat. You just put up $3.5 trillion, you really should put up almost $5 trillion, because that's how much they want to spend. And when you look at what they're doing, they're transforming America. What a tax is taking money out of every American's pocket and redirecting it to where you think it's important. Mm-hmm. So now if you make $800,000, they're going to give you a tax incentive to buy a Tesla. You know what they're going to do too? They're going to take away and give you an income for everybody guaranteed, 90% of Americans. But you know what? There's no requirement to work. There's no requirement that your child who gets his tax credit is even an American, because there's no Social Security requirement. They're taking that away. And they're really going to harm American businesses, because what they're going to do is they're going to give an incentive for American businesses to move to other countries.
By raising the corporate tax rate.
The global minimum tax rate. They're going to make it as a disadvantage to be in America and sell that product in another country.
That's why this midterm election is so important.
Oh, it's not just that. It's crime in your streets. It's the border. It's inflation. It's whether you really care. Think about President Biden. He cares more about trying to rescue Gavin Newsom than returning Americans from Afghanistan. Why isn't he spending all of his time on that? What is the plan to bring them home?
What is their goal between the tax plan and the reconciliation and infrastructure? What are Democrats hoping to accomplish?
It's a transformation of America to become more of a socialist, European-type country. That they're going to have government deciding almost everything in your life. They're going to take of how you can spend your money. And it's the wokeism, right? Because what they're going to do in the tax incentive, they're going to punish you if you want to be if you want to be energy independent in America, but they're going to ask OPEC to produce more. They're going to provide it to only the industries that they care. So what they do in this tax bill as well, they give you an incentive. I have no disagreement with the union, but they let you deduct whatever you pay for the union dues because they want more companies to be union. I think unions provide greater service to their union members if they have to work for it. That provide the service, and why I should pay that union.
So let's take a look at some of the principles that they're going to put in. The top rate dropped to 37 under Trump. That's going to go up to 39.6. To raise the top corporate tax rate, they're talking about going up to 26.5, which is above China, right? And now from 21%. They're also going to give a surtax on people who make over $5 million. So these are some of the ways they're going to pay for it, as well as take the other area in which
the biggest
they raise taxes on tobacco. They're also trying to bring the salt tax back, where you can deduct from your state tax on your tax returns.
Because they want to give an incentive to liberal states to raise higher taxes in their own state and have federal government pay for it. So if you live in a state that doesn't have a state, you have to pay for California's tax. Remember what we just did in 2017. We lowered the tax rate to let people keep and determine how they spent their money. We got the strongest economy in the history of America. We had unemployment at the lowest numbers, and it didn't just reach one element of America. It didn't matter the color of your skin, where you went, had ability to work. Now we're watching that they're going to take this money out of the economy. Who wins in this tax plan? China wins in this tax plan.
It's up to Joe Manchin to stop it, Kirsten Sinema.
It doesn't have to be up to them, because remember, Article 1, Section 7 of the Constitution, all tax reform starts in the House. Only 4 Democrats have to say this is wrong for America and can stop it.
What do you expect in California today, your state, with this?
You know, it's going to be interesting, because here we are in California. Democrats outnumber Republicans 2-1, but you're going to have to really watch what turns out today. If Republicans or independents are voting to remove Gavin Newsom, because think about it for one moment. If you travel California, there's homelessness in every place of it. Crime rising. There's not one national park in California open because there's mismanagement of forests that comes every single year. And you want to reward that? He's been in Sacramento for more than a decade, and he has no plan to turn it around. All he does is bring in Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, and others to say, keep me, otherwise a Republican will win. This is an opportunity to change the course. If we have a deficit going into Election Day of 1 million or less, there's an opportunity that we can be successful here. But, you know, Gavin Newsom has all the money. We just have the issues on our side. Just getting it to a recall is a pretty big victory in itself.
Consequential September and a consequential election. It's great to see you on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm told I'm the first guest to get back on the couch.
Is true,
I think you
yeah.
are.
Be true.
Absolutely.
So,
man,
Fox
contributor.
and Friends is back. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, it's official. Maybe next time you're back, you'll be speaker.
Let's have that happen sooner than later. America needs it.
We'll see. Up